Mhm.
Budaya Bangka, budaya Melayu, Islam ke Cina, bersatu padu dalam ikatan rukun Melayu. Hai Zapin Melayu, kami nak nyuba merangkai kata dalam nyanyian, nyanyian Zapin, Zapin Melayu dipersembahkan. Bangka Belitung pulaunya indah mempesona, objek wisata ada di mana-mana. Hasil buminya melimpah ruah, hasil lautnya tiada terkira. Marilah datang ke negeri kami sayang, negeri bernama serumpun sebalai. Silakan datang ke negeri kami sayang, negerilah kami serumpun sebalai. Budaya Bangka, budaya Melayu, Islam ke Cina, bersatu padu dalam ikatan rukun Melayu. Hai Zapin Melayu, kami nak nyuba merangkai kata dalam nyanyian Zapin, Zapin Melayu dipersembahkan. Bangka Belitung pulaunya indah mempesona, objek wisata ada di mana-mana. Hasil buminya melimpah ruah, hasil lautnya tiada terkira. Marilah datang ke negeri kami sayang, negeri bernama serumpun sebalai. Silakan datang ke negeri kami sayang, negerilah kami serumpun sebalai. Bangka Belitung pulaunya indah mempesona, objek wisata ada di mana-mana. Hasil buminya melimpah ruah, hasil lautnya tiada terkira. Marilah datang ke negeri kami sayang, negeri bernama serumpun sebalai. Silakan datang ke negeri kami sayang, negerilah kami serumpun sebalai. Marilah datang ke negeri kami sayang, negeri bernama serumpun sebalai. Silakan datang ke negeri kami sayang, negerilah kami serumpun sebalai.
MC. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for your coming. And then we have special guests today. We have Coach Mike. Hello, Coach. Thank you for coming. Okay, yes. Delika today is the master of ceremony. So I give back to you, Delika.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, hello everyone. Well, thank you guys for your participating for this event tonight. First, before we start our Zoom and our activity tonight, will be better if us have a pray before. The prayer will the prayer I will lead in the name of God and in the name of Father and Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you God for your blessing until now. Now we wanted to start our activity. Please bless us so we can do it smoothly without any obstacles. Please bless our parents too, teachers and friends wherever they are. God, we all know that we are a sinner. Please forgive us. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. In the name of God. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your attendance tonight. Now, let's continue with welcoming speech from Ma'am Erna. Ma'am Erna, the time is yours.
Well, okay, thank you, Delika. Your camera make me dizzy. Would you like to put it stable? Okay, thank you very much for everyone who's coming in this participant, and then also Coach Mike, because I know it that all of you be ready for your speech, and all of you want to try it to speak here in this event. I hope you have best time. I hope you have new experience with this event. And then in this meeting, we have a guest, Mike Nicholson from Angora Public Speaking. Thank you so much for your coming, because I know it that you just come from Romania, fly to Indonesia back, especially to Bangka, Belitung. Okay,
It's
thanks.
fun. It's fun.
Yeah, thank you very much for your coming, Coach. Okay, I would like to remind again for the speakers that you have to open your camera, and then you have to take a look for the time letter, and then MC, Master of Ceremony, will remind it about the time. And then if you want to, yeah, maybe you have another activity, and then after you speak here, and then you want to leave this room, we are going to be okay. So I back this to MC Delika.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, guys, before we start the first speaker, we may we watch this video.
Yes, Delika. Okay, Coach Mike, do you have something? Yes. Would you maybe do you have any words for the participant here?
Sure. I think, I mean, just looking down the list of titles that you've selected, it's a fun selection. It's really, really good. Competitions and World Speech Days, etc., are great ways of getting that little bit of extra energy into your speeches. So it's really good to motivate you and your colleagues and your spectators. It motivates me to see you motivating yourself. So that's why we do this sort of thing. It is good fun. Make it fun. Learning has to be fun. Otherwise, you will never learn. That's why I never learned when I was at school. I didn't have enough fun. I learned when I left school. No, I'm joking. It was fun being at school, but I've learned since then, learning is a fun activity, and make it fun. Don't fight it. Yeah, don't fight it. If you don't like a subject, find a way to make it funny. Make a way to make fun of it or to make it entertaining. And it will be more fun to be participating rather than struggling. So practicing makes permanent. It doesn't make perfect. As I've said a few times, yeah, perfect practice makes perfect. So you have to get it right. And that's why it's good to have coaches. It's good to have evaluators. Your colleagues do round robin evaluations, get feedback from everybody you can, and improve each time you speak, improve on the last time. And that's the way to perfection. Yeah, the better you become, the easier, to be honest, it becomes to be a good speaker. Yeah, it's always easy to do something when you're really happy with it. So get yourself into that situation where you're enjoying what you're doing. And the way to get rid of butterflies, anybody here having butterflies at the moment? Nobody? Nobody, good. The way to get butterflies, if you ever do get butterflies, is preparation. Being prepared for something, of what you're going to deliver. So once you've got into that situation, it's fun. Yeah, so practice, get ready for your contest, exhibition, speech recording, or whatever you're doing. So make it fun is my main message, and make it as good as you can. Yeah, this is your life. I know you're very young, but believe me, I'm 72 and it goes very quickly. I can remember when I was your age. It seemed just like yesterday. So don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow does come and it comes very quickly. So do it now. Don't wait too long. So back to our MC.
Yes. Okay, MC, Delica, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Coach, for your motivation. You guys, I'm sorry for my mistake before. Now, before we start, the first speaker, please watch this video.
Anda pasti mengenal Yayasan Tunas Karya. Yayasan Tunas Karya ini sebuah yayasan pendidikan milik Uskupan Pangkal Pinang. Yayasan ini berkantor pusat di Jalan Solihin GP nomor 1 Pangkal Pinang. Kota Pangkal Pinang adalah pusat Provinsi Kepulauan Bangka Belitung. Untuk mengetahui lebih lanjut tentang Yayasan Tunas Karya, kami ingin mendeskripsikan tentang jati diri Yayasan Tunas Karya. Poin pertama, Yayasan Tunas Karya merupakan badan hukum publik yang didirikan oleh otoritas Gereja Katolik Uskupan Pangkal Pinang sebagai sarana gereja untuk berkarya dalam bidang pendidikan mencerdaskan manusia. Poin kedua, sekolah-sekolah yang diselenggarakan oleh Yayasan Tunas Karya adalah lembaga pendidikan yang tersebar di wilayah Provinsi Kepulauan Bangka Belitung dan Provinsi Kepulauan Riau. Poin ketiga, karya di bidang pendidikan didasari pada spiritualitas, visi, misi, budaya kerja, dan juga moto. Anda mau tahu kan apa saja hal-hal yang termasuk dalam unsur spiritualitas dan bagaimana visinya, bagaimana apa misinya, bagaimana budayanya, dan apa motonya. Berikut spiritualitas. Spiritualitas Yayasan Tunas Karya adalah keterbukaan terhadap karya Roh Kudus, kesetiaan, dan kerendahan hati. Nah, berikut ini adalah misi Yayasan Tunas Karya. Misi Yayasan Tunas Karya adalah kami Yayasan Tunas Karya dijiwai oleh Allah Tritunggal menjadi komunitas yang unggul dalam mutu dan terdepan dalam pelayanan pendidikan. Berikut misi Yayasan Tunas Karya cukup unik dan menarik karena berisi memberikan pelayanan yang profesional dan terbaik untuk meningkatkan mutu pendidikan sesuai dengan tata nilai universal dan Katolik. Sedangkan budaya kerja Yayasan Tunas Karya meliputi 4K. 4K itu adalah kasih, kebersihan, keterbukaan, juga kebersamaan. Nah, yang terakhir adalah moto Yayasan Tunas Karya. Moto Yayasan Tunas Karya adalah buka pikiran, sentuh hati, bentuk masa depan. Saya ulangi lagi. Buka pikiran, sentuh hati, bentuk masa depan. Sekian informasi kami dari Humas dan Promosi Yayasan Tunas Karya tentang jati diri Yayasan Tunas Karya. Terima kasih. Tuhan memberkati.
Okay, Anastasia, STMC,
Hello,
please.
speakers. Are you ready with your speech today? Please aware with the sign. Green mean 2 minutes, yellow mean 4 minutes, and red mean 5 minutes. Let's give the first chance to Maureen Evelyn from St. Joseph High School. And the title is We and Our Talents. Time is yours, Miss.
Thank you, MC. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Introduce, my name is Maureen Evelyn from WSD 1. At this time, I will give a speech about we and our talent. Maybe this topic has become a general topic, but I hope this general topic will make us all understand better the content of the speech I say. Has become a question we often ask ourselves. What exactly are our talent? Normally, on the center of the question, a new question arises. That is, do I have no talent? It's normal for us to ask this question. It is not some of we all difficult to find talent in ourselves, including me. However, if we ask whether I have no talent, the answer is no. We all have talent. God has certainly given each of us talent. It's just we need to find and develop them. Honestly, right now, I'm still questioning what talent I have. I also often think this is my talent or this is my talent. However, when I think back, this or that wasn't my talent. So it happened over and over until now. I often hear talent is also related to interest. But everyone, do you know what is interest? Okay, before we go any further, I will tell you what interest is. Based on the sources, interest is condition where individuals have a special attention to something and want to learn more. Meanwhile, I will remind us all what talent is. Talent is a person's basic ability or potential and is owned by every individual. Maybe in terms of definition, this talent and interest are so different. But first, let's simplify. Interest means our interest, while talent means the ability we already have. If we conclude to ourselves, the relationship between these two things most likely is many people have shown their abilities or talents in childhood, but if that person doesn't have an interest in their talents, the talent will not develop and produce result. However, on the other hand, if a person has not been able to find their talents in childhood, but has an interest or interest in something, the interest can become their talent. Let me give an example. If someone has an interest in playing the piano, he will certainly continue to learn and learn to play it well. And of course, his effort will pay off, even though at first he doesn't have the ability. On the other hand, if a person has a talent to playing the piano that has been since childhood, but he doesn't want to develop it, his ability will remain the same. Maybe here or also some of you are in the process of talent search. Honestly, right now, I'm trying various activity. Sometimes I like singing, dancing, learning first language, and doing first other activity. Sometimes I also get confused about what I'm doing. But from the first activity that I do, I also can find out what my talent is. Maybe from now, I should create an interest in something first so that talent emerges. Yes, I will try it. But remember, I and you all have talent. Therefore, let's all find talent together because we all have talent. That's my speech at this time. If I said something wrong, I'm sorry. That's all. Then thank you.
Thank you, Miss Maureen. Coach Mike, do you have any feedback, please? 1 minute.
Okay, very well done. Is it Maureen? Is your name Maureen?
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it was a good speech, very positive start. That was really, really good. Very clear picture. Yeah, your face lighting is good. Your position in the screen is very good. That was very, very pleasant. You have good pauses. You were very positive in the way you delivered it. I'm not meaning that you were going too quickly, but it was moving forward quite fast. So just relax a little bit, take a little bit of time and breathe in between and enjoy the journey. So that was really good. And at the end, you apologize. What for? Never apologize. It's like shooting yourself in the foot. Don't do it. It hurts. Don't let other people know that you made a mistake. Just carry on. Remember it for next time, but you don't have to go around beating your brow, your back, your chest, and apologize. So don't worry. You did a great job. So I really commend you for what you did. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Mike. Next, we have Miss Livia Valencia, and the title is The Importance of Education. Miss Livia Valencia, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Livia Valencia, and I'm here at this special moment. I would love to give a speech about the importance of education. On many occasions, we hear the term education, but what is education? How important is education to our country and ourselves as students? Education is not just about literacy. It is about having a goal, the goal of equipping an individual to face life well. Education is not just having academic knowledge about school subjects, but it also covers the holistic development of a student intellectual, emotional, spiritual, physical, and cultural. One of the hallmarks of a good education is how it has helped an individual put the knowledge he has gained into practical use. Without this practical wisdom, we could say the education is a failure. This practical wisdom helps people aware of civic responsibility. Let's take the awareness to throw garbage properly as an example. If educated people keep thoughtlessly throw garbage on the roadside or public area, then what is the point of his education? Unfortunately, our education system has become a business in many circles that adds to the cutthroat spirit of competition in the marketplace. On the other hand, education should vigorously aim to instill moral values in students. As a final point, let me say that teachers and education should enable an individual to see, observe, think, talk, and act for the good of the community. Without the development of integrity, character, and sense mutual respect, education cannot be said to have hit the mark But when it ignites the mind and inspires the heart, then the shine of truly light will overcome the darkness. So this is the end of my speech today. I hope some of the points that I have conveyed today make us more appreciative of our change to be able to have the education at school and make us study more diligently for both our countries and our own future. Thank you for the attention. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Lydia. That was really good. Again, you're all good speakers here today, I can see. So things to mention, if you can, try and get a clear background. Yeah, you have a window with a curtain on it that is sort of distracting a little bit from your face. So maybe if you can turn around and use the other wall underneath the AC, maybe, but I don't know the layout of the room. Very positive start and good English, yeah, good delivery, very clear language, easy to follow. In your title is Blom Fix. I think this is a World Speech Day event, so you need to translate what that means, put it into international language somehow, yeah, or do something. But that was good. It was a little bit short, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. You're allowed 5 minutes. What I recommend when people are preparing their speech, I guess you have a script written out in front of you, because I think you were reading that, but I'm not saying don't read it, but prepare a speech and write down word for word what you're going to say, but do not memorize it. Do not memorize it. And one of the things we can talk about is how to deliver a speech from the time you prepare it until you actually deliver it on stage live, so to speak. Best not to read. Do not memorize. Remember the picture of the outline of your speech. You've delivered this speech many times, so it is your speech. You don't need to read the script. You know what the script is, you prepared it. All you need is a bullet point list of things you're going to talk about, just to make sure that you cover everything. That's really all you need. And by being prepared to just talk your speech, not read your speech, it adds a different sound yet to your delivery. It's much more relaxed, much more friendly, and the timing is better. Yeah, the pauses are better. If you're reading something, it's a bit like being on the train from Jakarta to Bandung. Yeah, you're going to get there in 2 hours and 35 minutes, whatever happens. So it just keeps going, go, 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 go. Yeah, when you're delivering a speech, it wants to be more conversational. Yeah, more relaxed. But this is good, what you've done. I'm not complaining what you did because it was good, but I'm just saying for ways to make it even better. Yeah, prepare your speech in full. Read it through 5, 10, 25 times if needs be, just to become familiar with your speech. And then put the speech in front of you, 18 font on the table, but don't read it. It's only there in case of emergency. But you should know the flow of your speech. So prepare your speech, stop making any changes, read the script that you've prepared many times so you're really familiar with the flow of the speech. And then the last sort of day, 2 days before you deliver, try it without reading what you have written in preparation. And you should be able to do that. Yeah, you should be able to do that. And that way you will feel much more prepared. And as I said earlier, the way to get rid of nervousness, butterflies, be prepared. When you know that you are prepared to deliver the speech, whatever happens, you will be very comfortable. But very well done, Livia. I enjoyed it and look forward to seeing it later. Have fun.
Thank you, Coach.
My pleasure. You're doing the work. I'm just listening and enjoying it all. So all of you, yeah, this is good for me and great for you.
Yes, thank you, Coach.
So what the messages I'm giving to each of the speakers, yeah, is something that everybody should take care of, note of, yeah. So I'm not only talking to Livia, I'm talking to all of you, even though I haven't heard the speech. Thank you. Back to our MC.
Okay, please give a huge applause for Miss Livia. And next, we have Miss Vina, and the title is The Dangers of Lack of Sleep. Time is yours, Miss Vina, please.
Okay. Good evening, sir, ma'am, and other participants. I'm Fina, and in this opportunity, I will be giving a speech about the dangers of lack of sleep. For busy people, time is precious, too precious to spend just sleeping. They tend to ignore drowsiness and put the need for sleep last. Not a few busy people who only sleep 3 to 4 hours a day. In fact, it turns out that lack of sleep has a harmful bad impact in the long run. A person who lacks sleep will disrupt his hormonal metabolism. Even 2 consecutive nights sleep is not of good quality, then the production of appetite regulating hormones will be chaotic. The production of appetite enhancing hormones will increase, while the production of appetite suppressing hormones will decrease drastically. If allowed to drag on, it's not impossible that the person will be obese. Sleeping less than 7 hours per night will also increase the production of the stress hormone cortisol. High levels of cortisol will slow down the production of collagen, which will cause wrinkles to occur more quickly. That's why people who are sleep deprived look older than they really are. In addition, at certain times, high cortisol levels can increase heart rate, blood pressure, and blood glucose. All of that can trigger the emergence of hypertension, heart disease, and diabetes. It doesn't stop there. Lack of sleep will also disrupt the emotional stability of person. Anxiety every night will approach people with poor sleep quality. Because sleep and mood are regulated by the same brain chemicals, a feeling of unhappiness will creep into the life of people who are constantly sleep deprived. In people whose bodies are already susceptible to disease, this condition is very likely to develop into depression. Worst of all, the antibodies of people who are sleep deprived will become weak, even though the person is exercising regularly. If he sleeps less than 7 hours every night, then all the benefit of the exercise he has been doing will be erased, just lost. According to the JAMA study, people who less than 7 hours are 3 times more prone to colds. Another study showed that sleep-deprived people who were given a flu shot of antibodies only survived a maximum of 10 days. Women who are sport fans who sleep less than 7 hours have a 50% greater risk of developing cancer than women who regularly do exercise with good sleep quality. Therefore, no matter how busy we are, take 7 to 9 hours per night to sleep. We may think of sleep only as a time to rest and unwind, but actually a lot of things happen when we sleep. Sleep plays a critical role in immunity, metabolism, memory processes, learning processes, and other important functions in the body. Health is not everything, but we can do anything if it's not healthy, right? If simple things like getting enough sleep can help maintain our health, why don't we want to do it? Okay, I think that's all I can say. I apologize for the words that I didn't please the audience. Thank you for your attention.
Wow, what a great speech, Vina. What vigor you have when you were delivering that speech. I'm sure you were enjoying that. Did you have to have sleepless nights preparing that speech? Because it was very well prepared. Hopefully you got a good night's sleep when you did it. So things to just to mention in passing, diabetes and susceptible, you sort of stumbled over. So if you have some words like that, just practice them on their own. So the speech, very well prepared, some really good advice, which I should take. I am full of wrinkles, maybe I need to get more sleep. So that's really, really good. And you used great body language, great emphasis. Yeah, you were using language, you were using your delivery, the way you were delivering, to great effect. But it was a great speech, great structure. And again, there is no need whatsoever to apologize at the end. Who cares if you made mistakes? No, it's not a problem. It's not a mistake. It's your delivery. Yeah, that's the way you wanted to do it. You're entitled to do it that way. So don't apologize to people. We all should be very, very appreciative of the work you did to put this speech together for our benefit. So thank you so much, Rina. Back
Thank
to
you so
our
much.
meeting leader.
Thank you so much. What a
My
wonderful speech,
pleasure.
Tina. And next we have Mr. Evan Presau, and the topic is sexual harassment. Will you please, Mr. Evan?
Okay, in this time, I just want to speak about sexual harassment. Uh, what is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is our unwelcome sexual behavior that's offensive, humiliating, or intimidating. It can be written, verbal, or physical, and can happen in person or online. Anybody can experience sexual harassment, regardless of their gender. When it happens at work, school, or uni, sexual harassment may amount to a form of discrimination. What does sexual harassment include? Sexual harassment can include someone touching, grabbing, or making other physical contact with you without your consent, making comment to you that have a sexual meaning, asking you for sex or sexual favors, leering and staring at you, displaying rude and offensive material so that you or other can see it, making sexual gesture or suggestive body towards you, cracking sexual jokes and comment around to you, questioning you about your sex life, sexually assaulting you. And what is different between sexual harassment and sexual assault? Sexual harassment is much broader term than sexual assault and refers to a wider variety of inappropriate sexual behavior. Sexual harassment can include sexual contact like unwanted touching, hugging, or kissing. How sexual harassment can affect you? If you're being sexual harassed, you may feel stressed, anxious, or depressed, withdraw from social situation, lost confidence and self-esteem, have physical symptoms of stress such as headaches, backache, or sleep problems. And you can be less productive and unable to concentrate. What can you do? No one deserves or asks to be sexual harassed. Everyone has to be right to work and live in an environment that's free from harassment, bullying, discrimination, and violence. Sexual harassment is something you can do. Talk to offender. You can try resolving the situation yourself by explaining to the person who is harassing you that their behavior is unwanted. However, this is only recommend if you something you feel safe and comfortable doing. And then you can try tell someone. Sexual harassment is something you need to deal with your own. In the workplace, it may be a word to talking a higher person who will be able to help you to decide what to do. You may also want to talk to trusted friend or family about what's going on. Be informed. If you are being harassed at work, school, or uni, find out what their policies and the procedure are for preventing and handling sexual harassment. They may have process in a place already to deal with the situation and support you. And then you can try save any evidence. Keep attached social media comments, notes, and emails. This evidence can also help you if you make a complaint. And you can try get external information and advice. If you are experiencing sexual harassment in the workplace, you can check law staff to find the union representing your industry. They can give you advice on your option and your rights. Someone can also act on they should respect your confidentiality. If you are concerned about this, ask them what their official privacy policy is. What to do if the sexual harassment continues. You need to make a formal complaint at the school or UNIF or in the workplace. The person sexual harassing you may be officially warned and be required to have counseling. If the sexual harassment continue, there may be a mediation progress. If they fail to get help or stop what they are doing, it may be fired. If you end up having to leave, if the harassment occurred in your workplace, you may be eligible for outstanding wage and entitlement if the harassment continue, and you will have no alternative but to leave your job. Okay, this must speak for today. Thank you.
Okay, great speech, Evan. Good delivery, very good English, clear, easy to understand. Things to advise. Before you start speaking, have a look at your picture. Have a look at your screen. Yeah, my first impression when I saw you was too much white above your head. Yeah, try and position your face so that it's larger in the center of the screen without being just sort of minimized, yeah, by the space that's around you. So that's something you can do, yeah, get more into as you are doing now, into the towards the camera, yeah, get your position more central, and that's really something you can do yourself. Try and have some direct eye contact. I know it's difficult with glasses, but if you can look at the camera lens, it's not always in the right position. I know I'm looking at the faces in the audience and the camera is above me. So to look into the camera, I have to look away from the people, as so to speak, but try and get eye contact with the audience. And you do that by looking at the lens, looking at the camera lens. The speech itself, very well prepared, had some very good advice in there, very good advice. And that's one of the reasons why we give speeches. It's not for us, we already know the information, but we're giving and we're preparing speech for other speeches. So always prepare a speech knowing, if you can, who the audience you think are going to be there are, and what is the goal? What is it you are trying to tell them? And at the end of the speech, every speech should have a good, clear introduction, the attention grabber, the detail in the body, 80% of the whole speech. And then at the conclusion, you want to leave with a punchline. You want to leave with a summary of what you were talking about, but also what is the most important thing about your speech, and put that into a couple of sentences. You know, maybe something like, you know, if you are being harassed, don't take it on your own, share the information with somebody or something. Yeah, so make a deliberate call to action. Yeah, help people to decide what they need to do after listening to your speech. So, but great speech. Thank you again for the preparation, the time you've put into this, and just enjoy it. Yeah, have fun. Have fun. That's the real message for all speeches. But thank you very much, Evan. Back to our MC.
Thank you so much for Mr. Evan for delivering a great speech. And next we have Miss Dea Apriliandari. And the topic is bullying often happens at school. Time is yours, Miss Dea. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you for the opportunity. I feel happy today to be able to deliver a speech in front of you all. Ladies and gentlemen, bullying is any form of oppression or violence that is on purpose carried out by one person or group of people who are stronger or more powerful pull towards another person with the aim of hurting and is carried out continuously. Bullying has various types such as physical bullying, verbal bullying, social bullying, cyberbullying, and sexual bullying. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was in junior high school, I had a friend who was a victim of bullying. He often gets physical and verbal bullying at school. At first, I saw him letting the bullies do that. The bullies continued to bully and it got worse. I told him to report this to the teacher, but he didn't do that. At the most severe impact, he became afraid to go to school. He didn't go to school for 2 weeks, so that his grades in lesson disturbed. And finally, his parents decided to transfer him to new school. Ladies and gentlemen, that I'm proud, bullying might seem like a minor problem to some people. Most people probably don't realize that the damage that bullying can do can be serious. This can be as serious as death in extreme case. If you think that bullying is not a serious problem to deal with just because it only hurts the feeling, then I have to tell you that you are completely wrong. This just hurt your feelings can be the beginning of various bad scenarios such as physical assault, suicide, or other acts of violence carried out in the name of defense. Here, I will explain efforts to prevent bullying from happening in school. If you are the teacher, you need to be more sensitive to the behavior of your students. If you notice even a small change in their attitude at school, you need to try to reach out to them personally. Try to make strong bond with all your students because at school you are a second parent for them to tell what problem happens. If you are a student and you are currently being bullied by some of your friends, you need to know something. They can only hurt you if you believe what they say. So, first step, ignore them. If they continue to do their thing or even do something worse like blackmail you and ask you to do something you don't like or force you to give the money, try to be brave and report it to your teacher because it is no longer just bullying. It is a crime and they deserve a harsh punishment. I know it will be difficult, but make no mistake, your life at school will be worse if you don't. Just think about it for a while. If you are a bully, stop now, because if you keep doing it, you could be given a prison sentence because there are laws that regulate bullying. After all, bullying doesn't make you a cool person, but you are just a loser. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear to us now that bullying will do no good for anyone, including the bully. Therefore, in today's short speech, I would like to invite all of you as a young generation to work together to fight bullying. Let's instill in our soul to stop bullying. Remember, bullying doesn't give you any advantage, but can learn to be a bad person. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this speech can be useful. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Dea. That was really, really good. Again, very, very good advice. Yeah, bullying is worldwide. It's not just here in Indonesia, in Bangka, Belitung. It is worldwide and it needs to be stopped. And the only way to stop it is to be brave, to stand up and share that information with other people. You were very fast at the beginning. You were quite excited. I can see your heart is still pumping. When you start speaking, relax, have a few deep breaths. That will calm you down a little bit, and just slow down. Yeah, there's no rush. When you are delivering the speech, again, be nice to the audience, be kind to the audience. You've got a lot of information there that's taken you a long time to prepare, and you're going to give it to us in 3 minutes. Don't try and give it all at one time. You have more time. I mean, you could go up to 5 minutes. So you were yellow, Yeah, you could have carried on until red card came up, red background. So relax a little bit, give the audience a chance to absorb what you're saying. Yeah, I know you want to get over and done with and sit down and hide behind your screen, but just relax, be kind to the audience. Yeah, control the speed at which you deliver it and enjoy it. Yeah, this is not going to the dentist. You don't have to rush in and rush out. Yeah, just breathe, relax, enjoy the scenery, smell the roses, and deliver your speech, and you will be fine. But really good speech. Thank you so much, Dea. It was good.
What's me?
Pleasure.
Thank you very much for the wonderful speech, Miss Dea. And now we have Miss Yovanda. The topic is toxic relationship. Miss Yovanda, please.
Good evening, ma'am, sir, and my friends. Thank you for the time. I want to share some words about toxic relationship. You must be familiar with toxic relationship. Do you know what toxic relationship is? Dr. Lillian Glass, a California-based communication psychology expert who said that she coined the term in her 1995 book called Toxic People. Defines a toxic relationship as any relationship between people who don't support each other, where there's conflict and one seeks to undermine the other, where there's competition, where there's disrespect and lack of compactness. Toxic relationships aren't only found in dating. They can also be found in families, friends, and even our surroundings. And today I'm going to talk about toxic relationship in dating. You have probably heard of Laura Anna and Gaga Muhammad recently in last year. They are a couple who often post their love in Instagram. But on the other hand, they had horrible luck. When Gaga drove Laura home while inebriated on 2019, an accident happened. Laura was pinned by a car, which was half destroyed, and was brought to the hospital right away. Laura's spinal cord was injured and made her paralyzed as a result of the accident. Although Gaga was always by her side at first, the connection had a sinister side. Rather than accompany Laura, Gaga is usually on his phone and also used her credit card without Laura's permission. And Gaga was disappeared, which was horrible. With all her strength, she shared all of her story from beginning, and it's really tragic and horrible for a young girl. She shared it on Instagram, TikTok, and some podcasts. It caught public attention. But on Wednesday, December 15th, 2021, Laura Anna passed away. After 2.5 years fighting for her justice, finally in January 2022, Gaga get his punishment, which is 4.5 years in jail. Unfortunately, many people do not realize that they are stuck in a toxic relationship. Toxic relationships should not be allowed to drag on. This condition can cause a person to experience mental health disorder, such as anxiety, stress, and depression. Where you're in a toxic relationship where you feel unsupported, uncomfortable, misunderstood, demeaned, and or attacked, you should love yourself first. Don't be scared that no one will love you and treat you better. You will find someone who's gonna treat you like he's everything. You deserve better. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for the attention.
Wow, again, fantastic speech, Yavanda. That was a well-prepared speech. You had a lot of good information in there and some very good examples there from social media. I've just lost you. So things to improve, not many, to be honest. I thought that was a good speech. The delivery speed was also very good. It was easy to understand and listen to what you were saying. So that was nice. It was pleasant on the ears and the brain. So I could absorb what you were saying. That was really good. And yeah, great message. Yeah, really emphasize the message at the end of the speech. Yeah, so that's really important. When you are preparing a speech, I mentioned never ever memorize the speech. It is deadly. You make a mistake in the middle of the speech, you will lose your way and it will collapse. Don't try and memorize the speech. Memorize the picture of the speech. But two exceptions. Memorize the first 1 or 2 lines at the beginning and the last 1 or 2 lines at the end in the conclusion. So if you prepare a attention grabber for your speech, memorize it. So when you come to the stage, you're given the go, you go into action immediately. You don't have to think about, oh, what should I say next? You already know that because you pre-prepared it. So go straight in and be very positive. And believe it or not, the third sentence that you didn't memorize will come from your mind and will keep going in sequence. So that will be good. And then the same thing at the end of the speech. Have the last 2 sentences prepared to finish your speech. Yeah, with a punch, with a bang. Yeah, great message. But again, you did that very well. You're a great speaker. Enjoy your journey through speech making. Thank you, Yavanda.
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing more from you another time. So well done.
Thank you so much, Miss Giovanna. And what a wonderful topic. Now we have Miss Vanessa Natalie Yolanda, and the title is Let Books Improve Your Life. Miss Vanessa, please.
Good evening, all. I'm Vanessa. First of all, thank you for the time and opportunity that have been given to me to talk about how books improve your life. So, books are the windows of the world. So, by reading books, we have opened the gates and the pathways of knowledge for ourselves. You can achieve your goal if you like to read, but if you don't, then whatever your future goal is, it'll be hard to achieve. That's because reading books makes us know a lot of information. We can enrich our knowledge, and also we become more understanding about new things. We can train our brain to concentrate more and seeing something by a different perspective. Our knowledge will become wider and we won't be easily fooled by people, which means we'll be avoided from foolishness. Other than that, there are still a lot of benefits of reading. First, book as a self-improvement. Reading books help us developing positive thinking. It develops our mind and gives us excessive lessons of life. It helps us understanding the whole world better. It keeps our mind active, enhances our creativity, and boosts our imagination. It stimulates our brain muscles and keeping it healthy and strong. Second, reading book tells us how to use language creatively. And of course, you guys know that a good communication is important in every aspect of life. And third, book can lead us in the right direction. Last but not least, books can reduce stress and boredom. And I feel it myself. Like, I used to hate books so much because I thought they were just stressing me out. I didn't like any book, even novel. Like, maybe some of my friends here know how much I love novels, but actually, I did not like it. I was forced to read book because of the exam. And what's the impact? Every time I did my exam and faced a question with long text, I felt dizzy, and it felt like the whole words were floating, and the time that I got for reading was never enough. But after I started to read novel, I got addicted to it. And when I read book, I read it for pleasure. It always gives a lot of pleasure to read a good book and cherish it for a lifetime. And of course, the first time I read the book, I could feel the benefits. I felt my vocabulary was improved. It trained my creativity and my imagination. And while I was reading, I realized I was building new thoughts, image, and opinions in my mind. You guys know, right, how it feels when you read novels. It makes you imagining the whole scenes, doesn't it? So did I. It made me fantasizing. And most importantly, reading books make me think critically. I can solve my problems. I can think about the correlations between one thing and another. However, from what I've seen, nowadays young people's interest in reading books is decreasing. We prefer say, okay, Google, or hello, Google, and everything's done. Well, I won't say it's a negative thing. Of course, it makes our life easier, but sometimes it also makes us lazy because Google will bring us right away to the answer that we need. but books make us read. We'll keep reading until we find the answer that we want. And while we're reading, we also get so many vital informations that, of course, will be useful for us. And if you're not used to read books, I will frankly say you will have a limited knowledge, easily to be fooled, and you won't be able to connect the relations between many things in this world. Your thought won't get in the right direction. I mean, you can't find whether you're right or wrong. And if you don't read at one point of time, your skills will be outdated. So after knowing the advantages of reading books, we know that reading books is important. Therefore, we need to get used to it. And how we do it? Well, here's some advices from me. First, the easiest way to start reading book is you can start with entertaining yourself with novel. Choose your favorite genre. Force yourself to read it first, and I believe that you will get into it. Or maybe you can try to listen to a book podcast, and when you get into it, you can move to the real book. So, all in all, we can conclude that literacy or reading books really is a crucial activity to do, especially for young people like us. Remember, someone said the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. We can explore the world if you like to read, guys. So, from now on, let's start making use of the books in our library instead of spending time on useless things. And make it a routine, then we'll feel the great benefits. Okay, I think that's all. I'm sorry for taking so long time, and thank you for your attention.
Vanessa, how good that was. Don't apologize. It was a pleasure listening to you. We were not in a hurry to get you off the screen, so that was good. Very positive start. Yeah, the delivery pace was good, very good. Your background is not distracting, so that was also good. And body language, you were using your hands. Yeah, so there was some animation there, and that also helps us understand what you're talking about. The body was well structured. Yeah, you'd obviously given thought to what you wanted to talk about, what the positives were, and they came out in the speech. So that was really good. And at the end, the summary, the conclusion, yeah, also well thought out, well done. Thank you so much. You are on the way to success. Just keep going. Keep going. That was really good though. Back
Please give a
to
huge
MC.
applause to Miss Vanessa Natalie. Thank you so much for delivering a wonderful speech, Miss Vanessa. Now, before we start the second session, please watch this video.
A shadow to despair at me, spirits in the dark are waiting. I will let the wind go quietly. I will let the wind go quietly. Be the one to take my soul and make it undone. Be the one to take me home.
That's our island, coach. Maybe one day you can come to Pangkal Pinang.
I will, I promise, I will come as soon, literally as soon as I can. Coincidentally, I've just been, I was the English editor for a book on, believe it or not, Bangka Belitung just recently, that was written by the outgoing Chief of Police, Lieutenant Colonel Adnan.
Yes.
So I've been looking at all of these pictures while I was doing the English translation. It was fantastic. And I am so missing Bangka Belitung. I've never been.
Yes,
and I
we're
really
waiting for
miss,
that.
I will be there, honestly. Watch this space.
Yeah, thank you, coach. Okay, go to the second session, coach, with the MC or the meeting leader, Alika. Alika, where are you?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, speakers. Are you ready with your speeches? Please obey with the sign. Green means 2 minutes. Yellow means 4 minutes. Red means 5 minutes. Let's give the first chance to Irene Devlinka from St. Joseph Senior High School. And the title is Celebrating Indonesia's Independence During the Pandemic COVID-19. Miss Irene Devlinka, time is yours.
Good evening, ma'am and my friends. So, at this meeting, I will deliver my speech about celebrating Indonesia's independence during the pandemic COVID-19. First of all, let us praise and thanks to God, because by His grace, we are all healthy and able to gather in a Zoom meeting while the pandemic is still ongoing. Teachers and students, 76 years ago, the red and white flag was flown, and the national anthem was reverberated on Indonesian soil as a sign that we have become independent. This year, we celebrate Indonesia's Independence Day in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic situation for the second time. Therefore, we carry out the ceremony by complying with health protocols to prevent transmission. Even though we are still restrained by the pandemic, don't let the spirit of the heroes fade from us. Keep learning and reaching your goals, not only to make your parents proud, but also to make the nation proud. The meaning of the Indonesian independence this time can also be interpreted as a struggle to fight COVID-19 together. Don't let rumor or hopes divided the nation, caused unclear commotion, and eliminated the sense of tolerance of fellow human beings. Friends, it's also good that we can fight COVID-19 by tightening health protocols. Always always wear your mask wherever you go, wash your hand after school, and don't forget to clean the house to maintain a learning environment. I hope today event can be an encouragement that we can still meet and build a social sense that has been buried for 2 years. That's all I can say. Happy fighting against COVID-19. Happy learning. Keep the spirit and never give up. Thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to my speech tonight. Stay healthy, stay at home, and God bless you.
Wow, what a great speech. Again, you are so good, this group. You are fantastic. So, Irene, that was very positive. What I would recommend, make it more friendly. It was a little bit wooden, a little bit sort of prepared. It was static. Add a little bit of yourself into this. Yeah, just relax, enjoy it. There is no what can you say, there is no need to rush it. Yeah, so just take your time a little bit, relax, deliver it as you would if you were talking to a person. Yeah, when you're talking to a person, you're a little bit slower. You're not talking hopefully all of the time. Yeah, just to get all of your words through in 2 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever. Yeah, so relax a little bit, and that will change the way you are perceived. Yeah. How it looks, but it was good. It was very clear. It was easy. Information was good. and obviously it's an important topic. So thank you so much, Irene. That was a good speech. Keep it up. Keep going. Thank you.
Thank God.
Thank you, Miss Karin Titania. Your speech was so great. Next, we have, I'm sorry. Thank you, Miss Irene Devlinka. Next, we have Karin Titania from St. Joseph Senior High School with the title COVID Fighter. Miss Karin, time is yours.
Good evening, Coach, all of my friends, and my dear teacher. It's an honor to talk to all of you today. I hope you all have a good week and day, and blessed with a good health. Today, I will be talking about what we've been through these couple years, about something that already make us and people around the world struggle, which is pandemic COVID-19, and what effect that is caused to our mental health. As you all know, we as a student begin doing online class after the pandemic hit us all. And I'm not talking about just our city or country. This happened all around the world to all people, doesn't matter what age, what gender, and what race. The television, government, and people surround us have spread about what we can do in this time to stay healthy. Not just body, but also our mental health, and still perform, or that is as a student. Let's pay attention to social distancing and lockdown rules. I know everyone miss going out and meeting friends. Do something fun like what people love doing our age. However, by staying home, we minimize the chance of spreading the dangerous virus. COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown has brought about a sense of fear and anxiety around the globe. The phenomenon has led to short-term as well as long-term psychosocial and mental health implications for us, students, also teenagers. While we are on the age what really love trying something new, doing some fun stuff, but we have to restrain ourselves because of the pandemic, and that cannot be avoided. It makes some or maybe all of us a bit stressful and anxiety. But in the meantime, while some restriction happen, there are also some new way to spend our time and make it more productive. Like example, we can make the most of social media, something that always with us, something that we used to use just looking at our friends' holiday picture, or maybe their cute dog or anything. But now we can use it to learn to a new skill or take online course, or maybe start our own business even from our age. We can fight this virus by keeping ourselves healthy, keeping our mental health healthy. Hope this pandemic can end soon. While waiting, let's not do anything that make it worse. That is all I want to say. Remember everyone, keeping your distance is more important this day. We don't want the virus keep spreading when we did so many things to keep the number down. Let's start from ourselves and do virus healthy awareness. Thank you so much for listening. You are have a great listener. Let's keep safe and never giving up or less hoping during this difficult time.
Well done, Karin. That was again a great speech, well prepared. It was a very good pace. Yeah, it was a very gentle pace that made it easy to understand what you were talking about. And you did it in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So you still have a lot more time. And you could have spent double the time that you actually spent. So by preparing your speech in full, word for word on your computer, sorry, the timer's just telling me my bad. 3 minutes and 12, okay, not a problem. Okay, so you still had time anyway, you still had another 2 minutes. So when you prepare your speech, prepare it word for word, but don't memorize it, don't read it. But the preparation in detail and using word count is a great way of knowing how long your speech is going to take. You need to find out over a period of time how quickly you speak. So if you know how many words you've got and you know how long it took you, you can work out how many words per minute, so to speak. So if you have a 3 to 5 minute speech, normally people will be using a rate of between 100 and 150 words per minute. But find out what yours is. Yeah, and that way it helps you prepare a speech with enough content. Because if you add more content, obviously you get more time on stage and it gets you to give a better presentation because you're getting the message to people in a more positive way. Yeah. So try and use the time available that you have in your speech. Yeah, don't try rush it. There's no benefit in getting off the stage in 3 minutes when you have 5 minutes available. So great speech though. Yeah, good content. I love your blue background. It's very soothing, it's very calming, and that makes a difference. Yeah. So if people have a very confusing background, it takes away distraction from you, the speaker. But I'd say with a neutral background like you have and a nice color like that, it's attractive color, soothing color. Yeah, it allows us to focus on you. And that's really what we want to do in your speech. But thank you so much, Karen. That was good. Look forward to another speech, another time.
Thank you, Coach.
So, Miss Karin Titania, for your speech. Next, we have Miss Marlene Bellen from St. Joseph Senior High School with the title Bad Effects of Playing Gadgets Every Day. Miss Marlene, time is yours.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Best wishes may all of us always be in healthy condition and blessed by God Almighty. On this occasion, I will deliver a message that is very important for all of us. Today, I want to deliver my speech about bad effect of playing gadgets every day. My purpose in delivering this speech is to remind infant friends to know the benefits and impact of using gadget every day. Gadget, of course, is not stranger to our life. The existence of the gadget in the life of the adolescents, especially students, serve as a source of information and knowledge that is very helpful in learning activities at school and anywhere. Surely, you know what a gadget is. Of course, gadgets are increasingly sophisticated, technological, advanced, so that gadget brings many benefits to its users. Unfortunately, not many are aware of the negative impact of gadget if its use is not controlled and excessive. This habit can then lead to the risk of various health problems. Apart from being a communication tool, gadget has many features that users can enjoy, ranging from cameras, games, study with friends, to internet access. However, research show that excessive use of cell phone can have a negative impact on one's health. However, in addition to the benefit that can be obtained, there are a number of bad effects that lurk when using gadgets excessively, including the following vision problems, disturbing sleep pattern, unfocused, gadget addiction. The positive and negative impact of the gadget are in the hands of its user. If we use the gadget with a good purpose, of course, we will get the good benefits too. But if we use the gadget with a bad intention, we will get things that are useless and not useful and even harm ourselves. Therefore, we must be aware of ourselves and don't play gadgets so often that we lose track of time. This condition can also cause your memory and brain ability to decline because you are spoiled by the facilities provided by this device. That's all my speech today. I hope it can be useful for all of us. Thank you for your attention. Good evening and thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. That was again a good speech, well delivered. I like the way you used pauses. Yeah, you didn't rush through the speech. You gave us a little bit of time for absorbing what you were saying to us. So that was good. And you were quite relaxed giving this speech. It looked like you were enjoying doing it. So just keep doing that. It will be good to learn how to be a relaxed speaker. So that was really, really good. So yeah, very positive speech. And the only other thing I could say was centralize your face in the picture. Yeah, you were on one side. Just have a look when you come up and you test the camera, whatever. Yeah, just look at your picture. Where is it in the screen? And just move the camera so that it puts you in the center. Yeah, you don't want a lot of space on one side or the other. But that was minor point. Yeah, easily fixed. But it's something only you can do. You're the one in control of your camera and where you sit in relation to it. But that was good. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Coach.
Exciting to listen.
Miss Marlene Belen. Next, we have Cecilia Felitam from St. Joseph Senior High School with the title Study Online. Miss Cecilia Felitam, time is yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good night. Today, I'm here to give a few words about online study. But first of all, we must be grateful to the God because of His grace and bless. We can get together in the Zoom meeting room with a healthy stage. I also want to say thank you for Ma'am Anna, Coach, and all of my friends here because for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. Online study. I believe that all of us are known about online study because we do it now. That's our condition now, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we are known and experienced together, the current learning situation is quite disrupted as a result of the present of the corona pandemic. Learning that previously could be carried out face-to-face is now even more limited and more carry out learning activities from home. Even so, we must keep the spirit for study, no matter what the condition and no matter what the problem. Motivation to learn, especially to learn to be brave, must continue to be grounded because education is our main provision in the success in the future. Okay, I will give us several ways so that our motivation to learn during the pandemic can be still maintained. First, we must maintain health and get up early in the morning. Even if you study at home later, you must maintain your health and get up early in the morning. With a healthy body, we can get the motivation to learn because physically and spiritually are ready to accept the transfers of knowledge from the teacher. Second, so that online learning motivation continues to grow, we need to feel need for learning. Whatever the material, we don't complain. Try to keep the spirit because the knowledge, whatever knowledge, will be very useful in the future. We all hope that even though the current situation is still pandemic, we can all continue to be passionate about learning. The more we come here, the more we realize that learning is not only limited to schools and classrooms. Learning can be with anywhere, anytime, and with anyone. Once again, the success of the online learning must also be supported by three main education pillars: family, school, and community. The closest one, family, will support the required facilities that we need when online learning. School support providing teaching and teacher and any knowledge. And the last one, supported from community, is provide a calm atmosphere for learning. So if these three pillars are supportive, then online learning will run smoothly. Therefore, let's stay excited to achieve our future goals even we must do this online learning. That's the speech I can deliver on this occasion. Thank you and good night.
Okay, Cecilia, great speech, great enthusiasm, which is infectious. When you're enthusiastic, the audience will also get enthused. That was really good. One word of warning. of correction to your English language usage. Remember, good night is what you say to your boyfriend when he gets home. When you meet him, don't say to somebody, good night, bye-bye, I'm leaving. Good night is at the end of the night, not the beginning. So it's good evening. Yeah, when you start. Good night is a, say, final phase. But it was a good pace, very positive, enthusiastic, and the structure was very well developed. Yeah, your body was very well structured, and that was made it easy to understand and follow what you were saying. So yeah, great presentation. I think I can't really think of anything exciting to tell you to change. It was good as it was, but just keep going. Yeah, I mean, you can always improve. You can always improve. It's still a good speech, but you can make it even better. So that's the thing with good speakers. They will always try and improve each time they deliver maybe the same speech, but try and improve it as you go. But that was good. That was already good. Thank you so much for sharing that information with us. So
Thank you, Coach.
study online. Yeah, I agree with you. Accept it. Yeah, I think online is part of daily life now. After 2 years and probably 3 years, this is going to be something that you will have throughout your working life. Yeah, I think online learning, online business is here to stay. So enjoy it. Don't fight against it. Yeah, it is difficult. It's different, obviously. It's different. But this is the way, this is the new normal. This is the future. Yeah. So get used to new techniques. And I think, you know, we will probably get MetaVision soon, where we will have our goggles and we will be in 3D virtual reality. These are all things that are going to happen in your lifetime. Believe you me. Yeah, it is going to happen. The way we communicate is going to change tremendously. So just be ready for it. Yeah, I think the pandemic is just the beginning of a big change that's going to happen over the next 5-10 years. But thank you for delivering what you did. I'm reminding us things to do about online learning. So thank you so much for that. Thank you, Cecilia.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Ms. Cecilia Felitam. Next, we have Daniela Lorraine Wibowo from St. Joseph Senior High School, and the title is Marine Pollution. Ms. Daniela, time is yours.
Well, thank you for the time. First, I will start with a quote. Pollution of the air or of the land all ultimately ends up in the sea. That was a quote by Sheikh Cousteau, which is clearly stated the fact that marine pollution is rampant and we must raise our awareness. It is important to know how it affects to the environment as well as the society. Hello everyone, hello ma'am, hello Coach Mike. My name is Daniela Loren Wibowo, and today I will deliver a speech about marine pollution. Did you guys know that marine pollution is a growing problem in today's world? Our ocean is being flooded with two main types of pollution, chemicals and trash. Chemical contamination or nutrient pollution is concerning for health, environmental, and economic reasons. This type of pollution occurs when human activities, notably the use of fertilizer on farms, lead to the runoff of chemicals into the waterway that ultimately flow into the ocean. Marine trash encompasses all manufactured products, most of them plastic, that end up in the ocean. Common types of marine debris include various plastic items like shopping bags and beverage bottles, along with cigarette butts, bottle caps, food wrappers, and fishing gear. There are 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic waste estimated to be in our oceans. 269,000 tons float, 4 billion microfibers per square kilometers dwell below the surface, 70% of our debris sinks into the ocean's ecosystem, 15% floats, and 15% lands on our beaches. In terms of plastic, 8.3 million tons are discarded in the sea yearly. This task poses dangers to both humans and animals. Fish become tangled and injured in the debris, and some animals mistake items like plastic bags for food and eat them. By simply changing a few habits in our daily life, we can make a difference starting today. We can start from conserve water, reduce pollutants, reduce waste, shop wisely, use less energy, participate in a beach or river cleanup. Healthy habitat go and survival go hand in hand. Imagine that you're in a small boat floating through crystal clear waters. You look down and you can see colorful fish swimming freely beneath you. You look up and flocks of white seabirds are flying under the shining sun. The air smells crisp and fresh. This is a world that we could lose forever, but this could also be our future. There is a hope. Now the choice is up to you. Let's save our marine life. Thank you.
Wow, Daniela, have you got room on your beach for me? Say, do you have room on the beach for me? Can you hear me? Daniela?
Yes, coach.
Can you hear me? I'm saying, do you have room on the beach for me? I want to come join you. It looks so idyllic. It is so nice. I'm a scuba diver for all of my life. I learned to scuba dive when I was at university 19. I'm 72 now. So marine is a topic close to my heart. So it was really interesting to hear what you were saying. And your presentation, as I say, was really good. And thing to improve, your reading, eye contact will come better if you don't read. You don't need to read, just give your speech, prepare it well. But it was a good pace. Yeah, it wasn't too fast, not too slow. It was great, really good. And as I mentioned, yeah, the topic is really, really important. I mean, marine biology is something that I studied at university, and it is so important in life, and particularly in Indonesia. Tourism is the biggest industry, I think, waiting to happen in Indonesia. Yeah, it is huge industry waiting to happen. There is so much beauty here in Indonesia. So the picture behind you, is it Indonesia or is this Hawaii? Do you know? This is your virtual picture, or you've picked a picture from Bangka, Belitung?
I took it from internet.
Okay, yeah, find one Indonesian, but no, it is good. It is, again, you know, having a background that ties in with your topic is really important. Yeah, so use what you can in the way of visual aids to get attention, get the audience's attention. But you certainly got my attention with your palm trees on the beach, so that was really good. Okay, thank you so much, Daniela. It was good. Just keep going. You're doing really well. That was a great speech. Yeah, nothing I would say that you did wrong. Yeah, just enjoy it and it will keep improving. Keep improving.
Yes, thank you, coach.
Pleasure. Have you been scuba diving yet? Have you been scuba diving yet?
No, never.
Go do it. Go do it.
Yes.
It's an easy thing for girls to do. It's not strenuous. You don't have to be James Bond to go scuba diving. So I'm sure around you, you have plenty to see underwater with snorkel even. But yeah, scuba diving is a different world. It is sheer bliss. So get involved in scuba diving if you're interested in marine biology. Thank you so much. Look forward to more speeches.
Thank you, coach.
See you soon. Thank you. And our meeting, our leader is, where's our leader gone?
Thank you, Miss Daniela and Coach Mike. Next, we
Pleasure,
have
Alika.
Gibrando Suryabrata from St. Joseph Senior High School, and the title is Social Media. Mr. Gibrando, time is yours.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Now I will do speak about social media. Nowadays, everyone uses the methods to enhance his knowledge. But using the methods, we must select the information. There are many good information and so are the bad information. As a student, methods is the most important thing. With methods, we can get information in doing the task or homework well. Schools often use online in the process of giving lessons to the students. For the students in the 12th grade, methods is necessary to register in entering to the university. The skill of using methods is very needed. With methods, since the world is too little, we can get information occurred in the world right away. For some people or students, methods can make them look too lazy. They only lying in the bed all day long. They don't work anything at home. That's why sometimes they have quarrel with the member of their family. To solve the problems like that, we must be able to divide or manage the times well. We must help our parents to do the daily activities. Besides, we must keep our body healthy. In doing the daily activities, we use our body to do it. So in methods, there are many information of managing the times to be healthy. But we never do that to apply the information. Some of them sometimes are called the guidance and counseling teacher to have counseling service. With counseling service, a few of them are realized that they have to make programs to face their future life. They have to study seriously. The struggle for life will be more intense than having enjoy with their friends wasting times. They are still using the methods, but only searching the good and useful information in making good progress in their life. They have goals in any activities they do. They use methods effectively. Actually, methods is very useful. According to the user, methods becomes positive or negative. Without methods, the information about everything comes late. That's why we must be careful. We have to know the information hoax or not. We have to search the other information or the second opinion about everything which about doubt. In fact, up to now, there are many hoax information. As a student, he must know the source of the information he gets before he share the information. He know first that the information is true. Because of it, each of student must study hard, especially the use of information technology. That's all. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Gibran Suryabrata. Coach Mike, do you have any feedback?
Of course, I have feedback. The only reason I'm here. Okay, Gibrando, great speech. It was a good background that you have. Very, your face in the right position. That was really good. Things to improve: eye contact by not reading your speech. Your speech, because you were reading it, it becomes less natural. Yeah, it's a little bit sort of stilted. It's not genuine. So try and deliver the speech. I mean, you were probably 3 minutes. I've forgotten whether the green came up, but yeah, it's not a long time to memorize the speech. So prepare the speech in great detail, through it many times so that you basically memorize it, but you don't try and memorize the speech. I keep saying this, yeah, deliver the speech that's well prepared. Make a 5 to 10 bullet point list, so you just have the structure of all the things you want to talk about, and then deliver the speech. And honestly, you know the content. You don't need to read it. You think that by reading it, it helps you. In reality, it doesn't. It puts roadblocks in your way for you to trip over. Yeah, so you can You can deliver a speech that flows really well by not reading. Yeah, reading it makes you read it. And as you did a couple of times there, you stumbled because you were reading it. Yeah, you misread or you're reading it too fast or whatever, but it creates problems. It doesn't solve problems in reality. Yeah, but just have that confidence. Prepare it well, practice, thinking this through the speech, reading through the speech, and then practice delivering the speech without notes. And you will manage. Yeah, this is only a 3 to 5 minute speech. It is not long, not too much to remember. And that will, as I say, that will give you that the presentation, yeah, will be so much better because you're delivering it from your heart, not from your script sheet. Yeah, so try and do that in the future. No hurry, take your time. Obviously, you've got a script, you need to produce it, but it doesn't take a lot of time, honestly. Yeah, to really become familiar with your speech, that you don't need the script, as long as you know what the sequence is. And that's why I always think of a speech as a picture, not as a text. Yeah, I know the sequence of what I want to talk about, and that's really, really good. Social media, obviously a great topic. Thank you for preparing that for us. And yeah, so well done. I look forward to another speech at another time. But that was good. That was good.
So Mr. Gibrando and Coach Mike. Next we have Peter Arisko Gunawan from St. Joseph Senior High School, and the title is COVID-19. Mr. Peter, time is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Peter from class 12, Science 1, Absent 21. Today, I will read a speech with the theme of COVID-19. Let's praise and thank God Almighty, because thanks to His mercy and grace, we can all gather in this place in good health. Today, we are still in the same state of the COVID-19 pandemic as the previous year. Many victims have fallen because of this deadly virus. Not infrequently, the victims are our own virus. Our own family, our friends, even our neighbors. We're all probably tired of this situation right now, tired of talking about the pandemic, virus corona, and COVID-19. But remember that the COVID-19 pandemic will only end if we remain strong, and to stay strict and obey health protocols if we see people around us violating health protocols. It is obligatory for us to remind them. Don't be shy and don't be afraid, because violating health protocols will actually make us longer in a pandemic atmosphere. And now, our society is being hit by a new variant of the virus, namely Omicron 3.4. We are advised not to leave the house first and stay at home to maintain health, to avoid this virus. Keep in mind the health protocols and don't be careless. Always take care of your health. Thank you for listening to me.
Wow, Peter, again, good speech, interesting topic. It's always good to be reminded of what's happening, and that we do need to take care of ourselves. Again, a comment I've made to others before: try not to read. By you reading, you probably feel that you were stuttering, you were slowing down. Yeah, you were not fluid, as so to speak. Yeah, and that's really what you want to try and get when you're delivering a speech. Get a nice flow to your speech. This was a bit staccato. It was a bit stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, because you were reading and you were having to look and see what you were reading. So it changes the feel for your speech, yeah, the sound of your speech, yeah. That's why it's so important. Try and give it from your heart, not from your notes. And try that technique. It is not difficult, but people think, oh, I will forget all my words. You will not. If you've prepared your speech in advance and do it well, and you have your list of things that you want to cover during that speech, 5 to 10 points, it doesn't have to be more, that will be enough to get you through the speech without reading the whole script. But again, clear English, very, very good delivery. I don't know how to complain about what you were giving. It was a good speech. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm being super critical with all of you because I want you to be really, really outstanding. Yeah, you've all so far, everybody's given a really good speech. I can't complain about anybody's speech so far. I just want you to do even better. And you can all do that. Really feel comfortable giving your speech. Be relaxed giving your speech. Enjoy giving your speech. Yeah, so get rid of the nerves. There's no reason to be nervous giving a 3 to 5 minute speech. Yeah, you just have to prepare. And that is all you have to do. I know it's easy for me to say that, but it's true. Yeah, it's a 3 to 5 minute speech does not take forever to prepare. But anyway, it was really good. Well done, Peter. I again look forward to coming out into the stratosphere with you and musing over some other topics. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mr. Peter, for your speech, and thank you, Coach Mike, for your feedback. Okay, before we start the third session, please watch this video. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Richard Wijaya. I study at Santo Josef High School. And let me introduce Santo Josef High School. What are you waiting for? Let's join us and become a Santo Josef High School family.
Hello guys.
Cool, Coach. Yep. Okay, Delika.
Okay, hello guys. Welcome back with me, Delika, as your MC for the third session tonight. Are you guys ready with your speeches? Glad to know if you guys ready with your speeches. Before the first participant start in the third session, once again I remind you guys, please be aware with the sign. Yellow mean 2 minutes, green mean 4 minutes, and red mean 5 minutes. Now, let's give the first chance to Vanessa Aurelia from St. Joseph High School, and the title is Global Warming Effect. Miss Vanessa Aurelia, the stage is yours.
First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Vanessa Aurelia from 12 Science 1, and I want to say thank you for the time given. Today, I want to talk a bit about global warming. I'm sure if everyone here knows what global warming in general. Global warming is a phenomenon of increasing the average temperature of the atmosphere, the Earth's landmass, and the ocean as a whole. In addition, global warming can also be interpreted as an increase in the overall temperature of the Earth. Actually, this phenomenon is also characterized by ice at the pole, which is slowly melting, and the temperature in various places around the world tend to rise. The main cause of global warming is emission greenhouse gas, mostly carbon dioxide or CO2 and methane. Burning fossil fuels for energy use creates most of these emissions. Agriculture, steelmaking, cement production, and forest loss are additional sources. Temperature rise is also affected by climate feedbacks, such as the lost sunlight reflecting snow cover, and the release of carbon dioxide from drought-stricken forests. This amplifies global warming. There are some impacts from global warming. For example, hotter temperature, storms more severe, increasing drought, sea level rise, lost species, not enough food, more health risks, and many more. Because global warming has occurred, what we have to do is reduce it rather than prevent it. What should we do to reduce global warming? Number one, reduce the use of private transportation. For example, car and motorcycle. Increase the use of public transportation or bicycle. Number two, buy and use energy efficient items. Number three, plant more trees. The more trees we plant, the more oxygen is created. Number four, reduce the use of water heater and air conditioners. Number five, implement, reduce, reuse, and recycle. So let's make the world be a better place for us. Thank you.
Wow, Vanessa, what a good message you give us about global warming. Really, really important to us all. So that was good. You only spent 2 minutes, 31 seconds on your speech, so you could have put more content in, and always try and fill the speech with content. Yeah, so if you have 5 minutes, use it, because you only have sort of one opportunity to speak, and you want to get as much information into that speech as you possibly can. So that's important. Background is a little bit busy, but it's not too bad because it's sort of uniform busy. The body of your speech structure was very good. I thought you'd worked through the logic of what you were telling us very well. Your English is very clear. We could hear, we could understand what you were saying. The delivery speed was good. It flowed. And I don't know what more to say. It was a good speech. And yeah, hopefully people will listen to you. And let's get rid of global warming. It is important. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you, Miss Vanessa Aurelia, for your speech. And thank you, Coach, for your feedback. That was a wonderful feedback. And that was a wonderful speech for you, Miss Vanessa Aurelia. Okay, let's move to the next participant. We have Muhammad Raihan Nugraha from St. Joseph High School. And the title is Keep the Spirit in the Era of the Pandemic. Mr. Raihan Nugraha, the stage is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, the Honorable Sir, Ma'am Erna, and all my friends. First of all, let us give thanks to the presence of God Almighty, because thanks to God's mercy and grace, we can all gather at this room in good health. As we know, the world is still being hit by a virus pandemic called COVID-19. Indonesia is no exception. It has been almost 2 years since this virus has spread in Indonesia. The number of positive victims and deaths is increasing every day. Many doctors, nurses, medical personnel, family, and friends have become victims of this virus. In 2021, one of my family members became a victim. My grandfather died from contracting this virus. Since then, I have been very concerned about and tied the health protocol for myself. And also, don't forget to remind others to maintain health protocols. I know my friends are probably bored with the word about the pandemic, the virus, corona, and COVID. Same with me too, but I will not be bored to continue to encourage all my friends as long as we work together as best we can. Don't underestimate and always apply health protocol. Inshallah, we can and are able to get out of this pandemic. Finally, that's all I can say. Sorry if there are any wrong words, and thank you for attention.
Oh, Mohammed Rehan, good speech, interesting topic. I'm really sorry to hear about your grandfather's demise. It is very unfortunate that so many people are suffering and are dying from this disease. It is important, though, as you have told us, yeah, to bear in mind what we can do, yeah, what we can do to improve this. So we have to keep the spirit, as you say, very important. Don't give up. Don't give up. So it was interesting, you know, adding that personal touch about your grandfather. It really brings the message to a positive message. It is underlining, yeah, the importance of what you're saying. So sharing your life, your experience with the audience really helps get them connected, yeah, to the subject that you're talking about. And yeah, COVID in this era, yeah, is very destructive. It's very destabilizing, but we need to keep going, and that's really your message. So that's really, really important. Things for improvement. Don't apologize at the end. It doesn't matter whether you made mistake or not. In Agora, we make mistakes. We love mistakes because you learn from mistakes. Next time, new mistake. Don't use the same mistake every time. If you do that, you're crazy. But new mistake all the time is fine. Just try different things. But yeah, there's no need to apologize. Yeah, don't negate what the message you've given is. Keep the message positive. Finish on a very positive note, because that's what people remember about you. Yeah, not the fact that you apologize. I know it's Indonesian culture, but it really isn't necessary. And this is World Speech Day. It's international. Yeah, so people are not going to have the same attachment to Indonesian way of doing things, Indonesian culture. So that was good. But yeah, you enjoyed that, I think. You were deliberate. You gave the speech at a good pace. It wasn't too quick. And you obviously gave it some thought beforehand. And that was obvious in the way it was structured and the way it came out. So thank you so much for talking to us and working on this speech for our benefit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Coach, for your feedback, and thank you, Mr. Raihan, for your speech. Now let's move to the next participant. We have Michael Wijaya Gunawan from St. Joseph High School, with the title is Bullying. Mr. Michael Wijaya Gunawan, the time is yours.
Good evening, ma'am, Coach Mike, and friends. First of all, I am Michael Wijaya Gunawan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think that bullying is not a big deal, well, I have to tell you that you are completely wrong. Bullying may seem like a small problem for some people. Yes, it is true that most people may not realize that the damage caused by bullying can be so serious. It can cause anxiety, depression. They might become an introvert, and the victim might commit suicide. If you are a friend of someone who is being bullied by others, you need to be more sensitive towards your friend's behavior. You can try to reach out them personally. Try to create a strong bond with all of your friends. Try to be someone around when they need it the most. Because I believe that being a friend is not just helping them to have companions, but also creating a warm and comfortable environment for each and everyone to them to develop and grow their potential. If you are a person and you are currently being bullied by some of your friends, you need to know that you should ignore them. If they keep doing their actions such as blackmailing you and asking you to do something that you don't like or inappropriate, then try to be brave and report it to be someone, especially grown-ups, because it is no longer bullying, it is a crime. I know it is going to be difficult, but it will harm you more if you don't do it. If you are the bully, you need to stop. At this moment, bullying others may be fun for you, but all of that will change when the person that you bullied finally decide to take an extreme action, such as committing suicide. It might be funny for you, but not for them. Their life will be ruined because of you. They have a bright future ahead of them, but you just ruin it. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Well, if you are, stop bullying others. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear that bullying won't bring any good for anyone, including the bully. That is why I want all of you to put an end to this case by being strong and reporting the bully, because I believe that the only way that we can stop bullying. Thank you so much for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Michael
you,
Wijaya.
Michael.
Okay, Coach,
Okay,
would you
again,
like to
Michael,
start?
a very good topic, very good and important topic. You only spent 2 minutes, 17 seconds. You could have spent longer because it is really an important topic. And you could have taken more time to expand on some of the areas of prevention and also of cure. So great message. Yeah, I think bullying is obviously very serious. It is unnecessary. It is for the bully really insignificant. They get some obviously pleasure from it, but basically bullies are cowards. And if the silent majority are not silent and support the person being bullied and prevent the bullier from operating, yeah, it will go away. So never give in. Yeah, go get help from anybody around you you trust that can do something about it, because the consequences of allowing bullying to go unchecked are, as you said, very serious, very deadly. So don't allow it to happen. Your presentation was good. You could have been more. I know it's a bad topic to be enthusiastic about, yeah, but try and bring some humor into it in a way. You know, you can show the other side. You know, as I mentioned, a bully is a coward. Yeah, I mean, talk about bullies running away when people realize that they are bullying and don't support them. It is important, obviously, that the silent majority stop being silent. Yeah, I mean, bullying doesn't go on in a vacuum. People know what's happening, yeah, around the bully and the victim, and they just keep quiet. Maybe they're scared, yeah, maybe they're embarrassed, but as you say, it's really serious, yeah, the outcome that can happen. So important topic. Yeah, I would have used more of your time, is my comment, on giving more information. Yeah, because it is something we need, everybody really, everybody needs to share the problem and be part of the solution. So thank you for doing what you did. It's a great start to an ongoing conversation, and hopefully we'll get rid of bullying. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, Mr. Michael, for your speech. Now we have Marcelinus from St. Joseph High School, and the title is My Holiday. Mr. Marcelinus, the time is yours.
So, first of all, holiday is a moment where we get a rest and enjoy with our project from school office. So, I want to tell you about my last vacation. At my last long holiday, I felt really happy. I went to many beautiful places that I haven't been before. This time, I went to Belitung Island, use CityLink Airlines, and it takes about a 40-minute flight. After we got there, we were picked up immediately by our tour leader and we went to the hotel that was already booked when we reserved the tour packet. When we already arrived at the hotel, we put our things in our bedrooms. We took a rest for some time until noon, and we ate in a seafood restaurant. After we ate, we went back to the hotel and we slept until tomorrow to do a very long trip. The next day, we woke up earlier to go to Ahok's house, and of course, we took photos there. After that, we go to Lengkuas Island. From there, it gave me a lot of awesome experience. From road a lighthouse that is very high, scuba diving, ate in an island, met a starfish that is huge, and we went to many other little islands that is around there, like Boat Island and Sand Island until noon. And after that, we ate in a seafood restaurant again. After that, we went back to the hotel and slept. The last day, we went to Laskar Pelangi School and Laskar Pelangi Beach. And in the evening, we went back home to Bangka Belitung Island, used a boat. That was my first experience of riding a boat. It takes about 3 to 4 hours. I feel really happy because that was my first experience. That is my story about my last long holiday. Thank you.
Wow, what an interesting topic to pick. I bet you were enjoying that. You needed to add more fun to the speech, though. You needed to smile more. This was a serious presentation on a holiday. Yeah, so make sure that you add a lot of fun to your presentation. That was so, that's so much, so important. Yeah, so smile more, not less, smile more. It's a holiday topic, yeah, so it's fun. But again, it was very clear. Your presentation was clear. The structure was clear. You segmented parts of it and told us what you were doing, where you were going. Yeah, and that obviously was good. I would love to have, I'm not sure what the time was, but I would love to have heard a lot more. Yeah, so 2 minutes 10. So yeah, it's another occasion, yeah, where it's a fascinating subject and you didn't use all of the time available. So you spent 2 minutes and 10 seconds and you had another 3 minutes effectively, and 20 seconds you could have spent. So nearly 2 times as much as you actually spent add-on. Yeah. So again, when you have an audience, give them a message that is meaningful to them. And you gave that speech really from your perspective. It would have been good to give the speech from the perspective of me, of the tourist, of the person that's not in the Bangka Belitung area, and explain the benefits. Why should we come to Bangka Island? Yeah, why should we be a tourist there? And you can spend more time. I mentioned right at the beginning, tourism is the biggest industry in Indonesia waiting to happen. It's huge, absolutely huge industry waiting to happen. And it's going to bring a lot of money, a lot of revenue to people in Indonesia, including the poor people, yeah, the fishermen, yeah, the lower levels of people will get a lot of benefit from tourism. So we need to share that. And one of the things that you could do, particularly with a thing like World Speech Day, yeah, is really flag the benefits of Indonesia as a tourist resort, as a tourist destination. And you're obviously in an area which is fantastic for tourism. You have so much to offer the world in tourism. So really focus your idea on the tourist, so to speak, yeah, on the listener to your speech. Yeah, the people that you are spending all your time with every day already have this experience, I'm sure. They've already done these things. Yeah, so you really need to share information that you've got with people that haven't got it yet. Yeah, so again, think of the audience. Who are the audience? Who is it you want to connect with? And then put your goal producing a good speech for them. Give them the information you think they need, yeah, that they don't know about yet. Yeah, so use it as a tourist attraction. So you can do a lot of good things for everybody around you. Thank you for that speech, and I look forward to having my personal tour of Ahok's house and Bangka when I arrive and you show me where to go.
Absolutely.
So I'd be very interested in seeing what's there because I've never been. I'm so embarrassed. I've lived in Indonesia. I mean, I've been coming to Indonesia since 1981. I am embarrassed. I've lived here completely since 2004, and I'm just down the road. I'm a flight away. So anyway, after the pandemic, I will be there. So start thinking of places that Mike needs to go and visit.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Coach.
you so much.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank
My
you,
pleasure.
Coach, and
Thank you.
Mr. Micah, for your speech and for your amazing feedback, Coach. Now we have Angelina Agata from St. Joseph High School, and her title is Speech About Ideals. Miss Angelina Agata, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Angelina, and I will start my speech about ideals. Every human being certainly has ideals, and to be able to realize these ideals is certainly not as easy as turning the palm of the hand. It takes struggle and sacrifice as well as considerable energy, as well as a very big desire and strong encouragement from within our own hearts. In the process of life, nothing is instantaneous, as is the pursuit of goals. There are many parts that we must go through in realizing this dream. There are many roads that we have to go through. As long as we want to be serious, then nothing is impossible. Let's stay focused on our original goal. Whatever we aspire to will definitely come true if we want to try with all our hearts to achieve it. Let's use our time wisely. Don't waste our time on new things. Let's focus on realizing all our dreams because then we will be directed to the right paths to realize our hopes. And even if we fail to achieve that dreams, don't give up. So it must be fought for and sacrificed to achieve it. Achieve your own dreams, because if you are repeat in someone's dreams, your dreams will be ignored, and those who have these dreams are actually busy bits with the dreams they want to achieve. And this is my speech. Thank you.
Wow, Angelina, ideas, ideas, ideas. The world lives on ideas. Things to improve. Eye contact. You were reading your speech somewhere, so try and look at the camera lens, yeah, and get eye contact with the audience. Relax more. You were a little bit tense. Yeah, just relax. Enjoy what you're doing. A couple of deep breaths at the beginning will relax you and will allow you to participate. Ideas, it sounded from the title a very interesting topic. However, I don't remember really many of the ideas. So you need to put more interest in the content, yeah, of your speech, in the body of your speech. What is it exactly you want to share with the audience? Which ideas? Yeah, what ideas? What type of ideas? What's the benefit of the ideas you want to share with people? So focus again, you know, on the audience you're speaking to and work out what the goal is. What is it you're trying to achieve delivering this speech? Every speech we give is not for ourselves. We already know this. You're giving a speech for other people to get some benefit. This is not just about doing a 5 to 5 minute speech. It's about sharing something that you have a passion for with other people. Yeah. So try and add more interest, more content, yeah, to the speech. So that would be my comment for you, is really just make it more interesting. Yeah, talk about more ideas. I'm not sure what the time was. I will see here, Angelina. Yeah, only 2 minutes 19. So again, yeah, it's a very short speech. You have another 3 minutes available to you, and you only use 2 in total. So fill the speech in with good information. Yeah, really look for things you can do to help the audience. Yeah, who is the audience? What age group? Where do they come from? What do you think their interests are? And then work out what is it you want to share with them? What information do you want the audience to go home with after your speech? Why should they have bothered to listen to your speech? So you work that out in advance. So you know what it is. You talk about ideas, ideals. So yeah, include what are the ideals you're talking about in more detail. Yeah, for me, it didn't come through. It didn't come through. So pay more attention to the content. But your delivery was fine. Yeah, just relax, enjoy it, have fun. This is not a serious topic. Yeah, this is fun. Have fun doing it and share that information. Yeah, what do you think the ideals are that you want to talk about, that you want other people to be aware of? So keep going. I look forward to another speech, Angelina.
Thank you, Coach.
My pleasure.
Okay, thank you, Coach, for your feedback, and thank you, Miss Angelina Agata, for your speech. And I'm sorry that I missed one participant. Now the next participant, we have Mr. David from St. Joseph High School. Mr. David will bring the topic about COVID. Mr. David, the time is yours.
Greetings to the teacher, coach, and friends. First of all, let's thank to our Lord, because by His grace we are all healthy and able to gather here. Even the pandemic is still ongoing. Okay, I'm gonna talking about the coronavirus. This virus is a new virus with high transmission rate, so we have to prevent the prevention now. Prevention can be done by washing hand both before and after doing any activity. We must also maintain our body's immunity because this virus can die alone by our body's immune. And as the government is saying that we can prevent it by keeping a distance or wearing a mask. But the longer the virus is said to have evolved because it is now held by stay at home, so that we do not become speeders or victims of this virus, where now people who are infected with this virus do not have to cause symptoms, so we must be more careful. That's all I can say. Happy fighting against COVID-19, joyful learning, keep the spirit and never give up. I hope we are all able to follow the government recommendation and together conquer this COVID-19. Thank you.
Well done, David. Well done, David. Okay, so COVID is obviously the theme of the meeting. Everybody's talking about COVID. When you're picking a topic like that, you need to think of things that other people have not talked about. Okay, if there is a popular topic, it makes it a little bit more difficult to talk about, because if you're not first, what you want to say, it has already been said. So you need to try and think of it from a different angle and give different information. So not a problem. You were very hesitant though in this delivery. You need to relax. Yeah, just chill out. A few deep breaths, really deep breaths at the beginning. Relax. You know what you want to talk about, and then talk about it and enjoy doing that. Yeah, it's really important. Try not to read, because that really does create a problem for you. Reading is not a benefit, it's a hindrance. People think that, hey, I can't remember all of this stuff, I have to read it. But it creates so many more problems than it solves. So try not to read. And what you want to do is really get your speech to be a sort of bit musical. It wants to flow. Yeah, it wants to flow. It wants to be a nice sounding delivery. Yeah, so try and get that into your speech by relaxing. Yeah, by delivering the speech from your inside. Yeah, from your heart. Yeah, not from your script. So just relax. Yeah, preparation is the way to be a good speaker. You cannot ad-lib, definitely. If you're going to deliver a speech, you need to spend time preparing it. And again, 217. So again, you didn't use much of your time. So preparation will make it much more enjoyable. I find delivering or preparing speeches, enjoyable, and delivering them is fun because I've done the preparation. I have nothing to worry about. So I'm very relaxed when I'm delivering a speech because I know what's coming next because it's already prepared. So preparation, really, really important. And that will give you confidence. Yeah, it will get rid of all the nervousness. And delivering speeches is nothing difficult. It really is not. We're talking all day, every day to our friends. And we're not nervous about doing that. It's when we put it into a formal situation like now, whoa, the nerves come out, the gollywoggles come in the tummy, the butterflies are everywhere to be seen and felt. Yeah, get rid of them. Yeah, they have no reason to be anywhere near you. So preparation, yeah, really makes a good speech, and it makes it much more enjoyable for two people, you and the audience. If you're having a good time delivering the speech, so will the audience have a good time listening to it. Yeah, so just relax, chill out, have fun, nothing to worry about. This is good, and just keep building. The more you do this sort of activity, the more it becomes natural to you. Yeah, so don't worry. I mean, everybody can do it. It is not difficult, but you just do need to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever makes you comfortable. And once you've done it, so spend time, spend time preparing speeches, delivering speeches, because the more you do, the faster you will get the benefit. You will get the benefit. And the reason that I'm so keen on public speaking and Agora Speakers Club in particular, for me, it gives 2 big benefits. When it gives you an opportunity to polish your English, we're not trying to teach English, but by speaking in English, it allows you to be much more comfortable using English. And commercially, that is going to be so important in the next 20, 30 years in your lifetime. Yeah, your jobs will depend on your ability to speak English. And then the other one that's probably more important, it gives you self-confidence. By doing these public speaking exercises as you're doing now, you as a person become much more self-confident. My background, 45 years in human resources. So can you imagine how many people I've interviewed? How many CVs I've read? A lot, thousands. And one of the things when you're interviewing somebody, you can immediately tell how confident is this person. I mean, I was told, when I was learning about HR 20 or 30 years ago, that candidates have about 30 seconds to make a first impression. So from the time you come into the office, close the door, walk to the desk and sit down, decision already made, and you haven't even said anything. The HR interviewer has already made up their mind because of the way you come in. Yeah, are you comfortable? Are you hesitant? Are you looking nervous? Or do you come in with full of beans and great confidence? So having self-confidence is so important. Yeah, it's so important because we as human beings, we don't really think of body language, but it is definitely there. Animals only have body language. If you study dogs, you will notice their body language is immense. Yeah, the back of the head goes up. Yeah, they're getting angry. Their lips go and they show their teeth getting really angry. Yeah, their tail goes up, angry. Tail is wagging, really friendly. You can tell from the body language looking at a dog what its behavior, what its mood is. And we do the same with human beings. We know when somebody's pissed off. We know when somebody's happy. We know when somebody's nervous. Instinctively, we don't teach it, but we do know. And that's why practicing and getting good self-confidence is really so important, because it's something that is part of you. Yeah, you can't get rid of it. Once you've got it and you are self-confident, it exudes self-confidence. And that is so valuable when you go for an interview for university, when you go for a job interview as an intern, when you go for a job interview for your career. Yeah, have self-confidence. And that's why we do what we're doing. So don't give up. It is difficult. It's not hard, not impossible. It is unnatural in the beginning. But once you get over that initial small hump, it really is very, very easy to do. So good job, David. You did well. And you can, I know, do much, much better. Just relax, enjoy the life. Yeah, enjoy the experience. So I look forward, really do look forward to hearing you again some other time, other place. Thank you for your contribution tonight.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Mr. David. That was an amazing speech, and that was an amazing feedback from Coach Mike to Mr. David. Now we have Felix Levinu from St. Joseph High School. Mr. Felix will bring a topic about pandemic COVID-19. Mr. Felix, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to talk in front of you all of you today. I will be doing a speech regard about the hot topic of the year, the COVID-19 pandemic. As you all know, we begin doing online class after the pandemic hit us all. I am not talking about just our city or country. This happened all around the world. The television, government, and people surround us has been about what we can do in this time to stay healthy and still perform our duties as a students. Let's pay attention to social distance. I know everyone miss going out and meeting friends. However, by staying home, we minimize the chance of spreading the dangerous virus. Make the most of social media, take a new skill or take online course. Use the moment to be better. We can fight this virus by keeping ourselves healthy and others safe. Hope this pandemic can end soon. While waiting, let's not do anything that can make it worse. That is all I want to say. Remember, everyone, keeping your distance is more important this day. Let's start from ourselves and do various health awareness. Thank you so much for listening. Let's keep safe and never giving up or lost hope during this difficult time.
Okay, Felix, what a good contribution you've made to the speeches today. Thing to improve on, I'll mention right at the beginning. Try not to clasp your hands in front of you. That was very prominent. It looks like you were worried. Yeah, it looked like that worried symbol, yeah, using clasped hands. So yeah, the message really that you had was, you know, social awareness, yeah, keeping your health distance, keeping safe. So again, it needed to be a little bit more enthusiastic. I think, as we have talked earlier, when you have several people giving a COVID-19 presentation, you want to be fresh, you want to be different to the others if you can. So you have to think, what is it that they're likely to say? Because obviously you're not preparing their speech for them. And what can I do and say that will be different, that will be unique, but certainly different? And that's really important, yeah? Always, as I say, think of the audience. Who is this speech for? What age group, what location, what nationality, what interest group? And then prepare the speech for them, for the majority of the people you anticipate listening to your speech. Not always possible, particularly when you have a World Speech Day. But you know from World Speech Day, this is one, international. It's going to be different age groups that are be watching and listening to your speeches. So once you've decided who the audience are, then you need to craft your speech. And what is it that you want to include? What is it that's important? What have you personally learned during the past 2 years? I mean, this has been a long journey that we've been on, and we still have, looks like another, I don't know, maybe another year to go. So it's important that we share what we've learned with people that will benefit from it. And that's really what you're trying to do, yeah, is get other people to benefit from your experience. The delivery was fine. Your English is fine. So yeah, I think my only comment really is, yeah, try and make a little bit more enthusiasm enter the speech, and try and get some more unique information, yeah, into your speech. But apart from that, Felix, well done. Thank you for participating.
Thank you, Coach, for your
Thank you, Coach.
advice. And thank you, Mr. Felix, for your speech. Now we have Florencia Magdalena from Saint Joseph High School. She will bring the topic about mental healthy. Miss Florencia Magdalena, the stage.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, coach and everyone. Now I want to give you speech about mental health. Healthy doesn't always mean free from physical disease, but someone who is said to be healthy is in two aspects, namely contemporary health and spiritual health. We need to know that maintaining mental health is the same as taking care of our life. Now, what is a mental health? Mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her abilities, can cope with the normal stress of life, can work productivity, or a condition when our mind is in a calm and serene state. So we want us to enjoy every day of our life and respect other people around us. Peak mental health is not only about avoiding activity state, but also maintaining ongoing health and happiness. Emotional and mental health is important because mental health is an important part of our life and affect our behavior and emotion. Being emotionally healthy can increase productivity and effectiveness in activities such as work, school, etc. It plays an important role in the health of our relationship and allow us to adapt to change in each of our life. What factor influence mental illness? First, biological factors. Second, physiological factors. Third, sociocultural. Fourth is the environment. The simple things to avoid experiencing mental disorders is to manage stress as early as possible. If stress is not treated, it can become more severe, such as depression. Now, there are several ways and tips to maintain mental health. 1. Willing to accept and respect yourself. Know yourself and accept all the shortcomings and advance without the need to compare with others. 2. Maintain social relations. There is something to keep in mind that things will be much easier if done together, especially with family and close friends. 3. Active in doing fun activities. Doing fun activities like joining a group, community, or organization can bring you into much better situation. 4. Tell the concern to the right person or trust person. Start to tell our feelings to parents or friends whom you trust. 5. Start actively doing sport. If all this time you really do sport, start to be diligent in doing sport at least once a day, either in the morning or evening. 6. Enough rest. Do not be selfish by reducing the time to rest. Give at least 7 until 8 hours a day for sleep. And let's consume healthy food and drinks. Meet the nutritional needs of the body by consuming healthy food and drinks so you don't get sick easily. Start to eat vegetable and drinks. Thank you.
Wow, Florencia, what so many good tips for me. I don't think I remember them all, and I'm sure I won't follow them all. You need to tell me more and more what I need to do. So 3 minutes and 27 seconds is your time. You could have spent a bit longer, but it was good. And mental health is something that we try and ignore, but we cannot because it affects all of us. And I think during this pandemic, many people are being subjected to tremendous mental health strains without really realizing it. So we do need to look after our own mental health, and we need to look around us, our friends and relatives even, and family members, and what is happening in their mind. So that's really important. Add more enthusiasm to your speech. I know it's a serious topic, but you can still add more color to it, add more enthusiasm. Yeah, so that will make it easier and more listenable too. You did a very good job with the structure of the speech. You worked out exactly what you wanted to tell us, and that was really good. So that made it useful for us. And you added a lot of tips for us to follow. So those, you need to emphasize as much as you can. Yeah, maybe you could have spent a little bit more time on the top 3 tips in your conclusion and really focused on that, made that really hard hitting. Yeah, these are the 3 top tips for good mental health, 1, 2, 3 or something. So make it very easy for people to leave the speech with something they can remember. Yeah, remember. I think when we have listened to 24 speeches, we're all getting a little bit punch drunk. Yeah, we've heard so much information in a short period of time. And what you have to do when you're delivering speeches like this in this sort of environment for this sort of competition or event, you have to be, you have to sparkle. You have to stand out from the crowd. Yeah, don't just be like everybody else. Try and work out how you can be unique. What can you do to make this really more interesting for the audience? But you did a good job. It was a good presentation. I say your English is good, your delivery was good, very clear, easy to hear you. Good speech delivery, the pace was very good. So yeah, good speech. Thank you so much for putting the time into preparing it for our benefit. Thank you, Florencia.
Okay, thank you, Coach, and thank you, Miss Florencia Mahdalena, for your speech and for your feedback, Coach. Now we have Jovian from St. Joseph High School with his title is Smoking. Mr. Jovian, the stage is yours.
Good evening, ma'am and everyone. Today I want to give you about smoking. One of the most common problems we are facing in today's world, which is killing people, is smoking. A lot of people pick up this habit because of stress, personal issues, and more. In fact, some even begin showing it off. When someone smokes a cigarette, they not only hurt themselves, but everyone around them. It has many ill effects on the human body, which we will go through in the essay on smoking. The effects of smoking. Tobacco can have a disastrous impact on our health. Nonetheless, people consume it daily for a long period of time, till it's too late. Nearly 1 billion people in the whole world smoke. It is a shocking figure, as that 1 billion puts millions of people at risk along with themselves. Cigarettes have a major impact on the lungs. Around a third of all cancer cases happen due to smoking. For instance, it can affect breathing and causes shortness of breath and coughing. Further, it also increases the risk of respiratory tract infection, which ultimately reduces the quality of life. In addition to these serious health consequences, smoking impacts the well-being of a person as well. It alters the sense of smell and taste. Further, also reduce the ability to perform physical exercises. How to quit smoking? There are many ways to which one can quit smoking. The first one is preparing for the day when you will quit. It is not easy to quit a habit. So set a date to give yourself time to prepare mentally. Further, you can also use an RT for your nicotine dependence. They can reduce your craving and withdrawal symptoms. NRTs like skin patch, chewing gums, nasal spray, and inhalers can help greatly. Moreover, you can also consider non-nicotine medication. They require a prescription, so it is essential to talk to your doctor to get access to it. Most importantly, seek behavioral support. To tackle your dependence on nicotine, it is essential to get counseling services, self-materials, or more to get through this phase. That's all for my speech. Thank you.
Okay, Jovian, what a interesting topic. I wondered when smoking would come up. People tend to not, in my environment, don't mention it much nowadays. But yeah, it is a big problem, and it has been for a long time. Luckily, I think the number of smokers is going down. So interesting. Do you smoke? Jovian, do you smoke?
No.
Why not? Why don't you smoke?
It's bad for my health.
Okay. It is also bad for your pocket. It costs money, and your parents will also probably not approve. I was about 8, I think, when my father got me on his lap and he said, Mike, do not ever smoke. And I have not smoked. I'm 72. So yeah, it's a habit that we get into, but it's a bad habit. And it's something that in certain groups of people, yeah, it's a habit that they encourage and we should not. So that I think is a great choice of topic. You have a very deliberate style of delivery. Yeah, very positive. Your English is great. Your pace of delivery was fine. And lots of health tips, obviously, which is the point of your speech. So again, I think you could have had a stronger conclusion. Yeah, really pick up some of the health tips and say something like, you know, these are the 2 most important health tips that I can give you from my experience, from my research, from my whatever. Yeah. So do the work for the audience. And again, you know, smoking is a topic that has to be treated in different ways, I think, for different age groups. Yeah, talking to people who are 50 plus is probably too late. They are either smokers or non-smokers, but certainly for young people, yeah, it's very important that they don't start. And it is very easy not to start if you're given good advice. So what you've done today, I thought was a really good benefit to our community. You should do more of it. Yeah, continue to work on your speech. You did 2:45. So again, you know, you've got more time available to you to develop a better speech, yeah, to really craft something that is very valuable. And this is a speech you can give in different locations for different groups of people. Yeah, so it's a topic that you should be able to, because it's obviously of interest to you, otherwise you wouldn't have chosen it. Yeah, it's a topic that you should be able to give in different locations to different groups of people. So one speech, yeah, keep working on it, improve it all the time, and it will be there for future. Yeah, you can give this in 2 or 3 years' time. Yeah, so don't throw your speeches away. That's why I recommend typing up speeches on your computer, updating the speeches, yeah, and file it away for future. So when you get feedback, change the speech and file it away for future use, because it is a valuable asset and you've spent a lot of time preparing it. So don't waste all of that. But great speech, great topic. Thank you for choosing it. Thank you for providing this speech to us tonight. Thank you, Jovian.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, Mr. Jovian, for your speech, and thank you, Coach, for your feedback. Now we have the next participant is Santo, with the title is Learn How to Love Yourself. Miss Santo, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
I'm here today.
evening.
I'm here today to give you a speech about learn how to love yourself. What is the meaning of loving yourself? Loving yourself or self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love can mean something different for each person because we all have many different ways to take care of ourselves. But in general, self-love means accepting you are in this very moment for everything that you are. It also means accepting all of your emotions and putting your physical, emotional, and mental well-being first. Needless to say, it doesn't mean that you can be arrogant, conceited, or thinking that you are better than anyone else. Well, of course, it isn't an easy thing to do. Looking to the past, we all have done a lot of mistakes that made us fail to love ourselves even more. But if we can learn how to love ourselves, we will definitely will feel happier and will learn to take better care of ourselves. There's even a quote saying, love yourself first and everything else fall into the line. You just really need to love yourself in order to get anything done in this world by Lucille Ball. So here's the advice. First, accepting your pain and allowing yourself to be honest with who you are is a really big step to loving yourself. And of course, you must forgive for your past actions and the things you are ashamed of doing is a must. You can think of the mistakes and learn how to really change yourself to become a better person. Second, it's really normal for someone when he or she can feel some negative emotions like jealousy, hate, rage, or etc. All you have to do is accepting all of those emotions carefully and create a better thinking. For example, when there is someone who is hurting you and makes you hate them, you can learn to forgive them because when you can forgive someone, it means that you can finally learn to heal from it. And finally, love your own self. You can even be confident with yourself. And when you get tired, it's okay to take break from time to time. So remember, you don't have to change yourself just because you want to please or satisfy other people. What I want to say is, you must have a healthy regard for yourself, knowing that you are a worthy human being. Because we all know that we all have our own mistakes and things always happens. All people have faults or make mistakes. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. Everyone is unique in their own way. So what you have to do is just be yourself and learn how to love or appreciate yourself. That's all from my speech today. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this speech can be helpful for you.
Wow, full of love. Thank you, Vianney. That was really good. 3 minutes, 23 seconds of pure love. That was good. Okay, so things to do. You weren't reading, I don't think. Were you reading? Were
I
you
have a note.
reading? You have notes. Yeah, it didn't look like you were reading. That was fine. When you look at the ceiling, it's body language for you thinking what to say next. So try and be careful where you put your eyes. It's a giveaway. Yeah, it's a giveaway, just like that. Yeah, it's a giveaway. So body language is really important. I thought you had a great analysis of the data that you shared with us. So you'd really thought through the logic, yeah, thought through what you wanted to talk about. And the speech flowed. Yeah, I think the fact that you weren't physically reading word for word, yeah, helps you deliver the speech in a flow that is noticeable. Yeah, it is much more friendly delivering a speech like that. Yeah, so it shows. Yeah, even though, you know, you might think, well, how can I tell that I'm reading? But it's the delivery, what comes out of your mouth and your body shows that you're reading or not reading. Yeah, and you were relaxed. You were much more relaxed. You were delivering a speech in a good manner, in a good flow. So that was really good. So yeah, I think there were some good points there. again, I've mentioned, yeah, I think the conclusion is really dynamite. Yeah, it's really a gold area where you need to put in that last 1 or 2 sentences some really good, juicy help for people who might not love themselves, who might not love themselves at all. Yeah, so really help them get over that and love themselves. It's so important. So well done. I thought that was good. Good speech. I enjoyed it. I shall try and follow your advice. Thank you, Vianney.
Thank you, Coach.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you for Miss Pianist Santo for your speech. Now we have the next and the last participant, Miss Kiela Riesta. That she will bring a topic about the importance of health and wellness. Miss Kiela Riesta, the stage is yours.
All right. Good evening, ma'am, sir, and friends. I'm
Evening.
Clarissa, and I'm here to talk about the importance of health and wellness. Back to what I'm talking about, let's all know first about health. All right, health is the biggest wealth for a human being in their entire lifetime. One can survive without excess money, but cannot survive without good health. Health is something that we cannot buy with money, but we can take care of it. If a person is not having a good health, they will not be able to enjoy their life to the fullest. Money doesn't make a person rich and happy, but good health does. Unhealthy lifestyle make us spend much money for it. Moreover, a person can feel completely and happy without good health. Good health is one of the main elements of happiness. We can see various people around us that are happy without having a lot of money. However, they are happy because they have good health and they enjoy their lives. We can also see many people that are having a lot of money and are rich enough to buy anything they want, but they are still not totally happy. Moreover, they are not satisfied with their lives because they don't have good health and they worry about the stick a lot. However, they cannot buy good health with their health. How to get a health life? If someone wants perfect good health, then they have to improve the quality of the thoughts that generate and occur in their minds. For a healthy lifestyle, everyone should follow many rules. On the other hand, if a person spends half an hour on exercise daily, then they will be able to feel better and fresh. Simple ways for a healthy lifestyle. First, wake up early in the morning and do physical and mental exercise. The easiest way is increase water consumption on daily basis. Avoid drinks with artificial sugar content. Start eating fish and vegetable as much as you can. Avoid dairy products and alcohol as well. Don't eat fried foods or fast food daily in excess quantity. Spend some alone time and think positively about your future. This brings positive vibes that boost up your positive energy. Generally, a healthy lifestyle is the highest blessing that we should not have to be granted. It is the main source of all the happiness in someone's life. Money can help you in buying all the luxury things that you cannot buy, so you can buy a good health. A person is totally responsible for their health and they have to care of their health in all the possible ways. So for well-being and happiness, it is important to switch to a healthy lifestyle. To sum up, we all are aware that our health is the most important wealth that we have. We know that we can earn money if once we lost it, but we cannot back our good health easily if we lose it due to the carelessness. Health is the only wealth are we born with and we even die with our health. So make a healthy lifestyle a priority. Before closing my speech, I want to say thank you for always supporting me, and I hope we are in good health condition among people during COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. Okay, that was the message I should have had 2 years ago. I have become very unhealthy during the COVID pandemic period. So I'm now getting the message because I'm not feeling well. So I'm doing exercise. I'm trying to get up to 30 minutes a day, but not yet there. But yeah, you had some very, very good information that I shall listen to and follow. So that was really, really good. You spent 3 minutes, 42 seconds. You could have spent more time, but that was a good speech. It had lots of content in it. You have a good, clear presentation style. Your English is very good, easy to understand, and your delivery pace was good. So again, made it easy to listen to. You spent a lot of time, a lot of attention to detail of how to be healthier, how to improve wellness. So lots of tips there, lots of good information for the audience. And again, use the final part of the conclusion to really, really hammer that point home. Yeah, really make a example of the 1, 2, 3 best tips that you have found and repeat it. Repetition is really important. Yeah, so in the speech body, there is a lot of competition for information, but in the conclusion, you really need to tell the audience what exactly it is that they should be doing. And they will probably follow that advice. So a great speech. Thank you for doing it. You have more time. You can continue to develop this speech for use on other occasions. I mean, it's a very good speech, a very good topic. We need to share this information with more people in other occasions, other venues. But anyway, thank you very much for your efforts, Kayla.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, Ms. Kayla, for your speech, and thank you, Coach, for your feedback. Now we are at the end of this event. Thank you so much. And before we close the Zoom, do you have something to say, ma'am or Coach Mike?
I think this has been 3 hours of pure bliss. There has
Yes.
been so much good information. We've not had a break. It's my legs are crossed because I didn't want to leave in the middle of something. No, seriously. But no, it's been really good. I think there has been so much work done by all of you, the 25 of you that spoke. Yeah, all of you have done a good job, really good job. Yeah, and don't just rest on your laurels though. There is always more you can do to improve your speeches. Yeah, it doesn't matter how often you've done a speech, you can still improve it. But use speeches, yeah, as a work in progress. Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, you can file your speech away on your computer and bring it back in 3 years' time. You've done most of the work, most of the thinking, and then just update it, for the time lapse. So preparing speeches for me is a enjoyable activity. I enjoy doing it now. Yeah, get yourself into that situation. This is not hard work. Don't treat this as homework that mom's given me. I've got to do it by 9 tomorrow morning or else. Yeah, enjoy doing it. It's for your benefit. And for me, as I say, it's a hobby. I love thinking my way through a speech, putting the logic in there, thinking of different audiences will give you a different type of speech, same subject. Yeah, so there's a lot you can do. And that is, for me, I enjoy doing that. And as I say, I have all of these speeches on my computer that I can pull back, 5 years, 10 years after I first delivered and regurgitate it. I just need to freshen it up, maybe do a different PowerPoint or something. But the content is there, the thinking is there. So, preparing speeches is good fun. Make it fun. Keep enjoying what you're doing. And that's really important. But the quality is so good, really so good. In general, my only comment for all of you, you didn't use the 5 minutes. It was so disappointing because you have so much more to say. So use the time that's available to you. But what you did do was great. Yeah, it was really good. So be proud of what you've done. Be very proud, yeah, of what you've already done.
Okay,
Thank you so
coach.
much. And I hope you haven't got school tomorrow because it's already late night.
Yeah, thank you so much, coach. 25 speakers, and then we spent 3 hours without stop.
But it's worth it, yes?
Yes, that's
Didn't
good.
you enjoy it as well? I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
everyone was unique. Every speaker was unique. They had something different to teach me. Yeah. And I'm 72. I keep telling you, yeah, I keep learning.
Mhm.
I listen to people and I think, wow, I never thought of that. Why didn't I think of that 20 years ago? Yeah, I should have been doing that at the beginning of the pandemic, not now. Yeah. I mean, I need to be more healthy minded than I am. And, you know, now's not too late to start. Yeah, but I could have done with that advice a long time ago. So yeah, well done, all of you. Thank you for
Okay, thank you,
inviting me
coach.
to be here. My pleasure.
Bye-bye, coach. Thank you, coach.
See you soon. Are we all going home now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we might have a big extravaganza on the beach, you know, barbecue fight finale.
Yeah, you can visit us here, and then we can make it a barbecue.
Yeah, when I come, we'll have barbecue.
Yeah. Okay, good. So